Coached by Omobabirin presents 9 speakers, 9 topics, 1 platform, the Global Brand Summit. Featuring career, entrepreneurship, leadership, personal development. Meet the speakers. Roach Mamabolo, founder, the Laura Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Joyce Daniels, social engineering practitioner. Tuwe Akiseun, talent development and management professional. John Obidi, new media consultant and founder, Head Start Africa. Morayo Brown, media content creator, convener and anchor Your View. Christabel Ikben, CEO, Christabel Ikben Consulting Limited. Bayo Adenka, author, 30 career lessons I learned along the way. Staliana Abobu Kesta, founder, principal partner, Kate CEO Nigeria, and Omobabirin Adeola Oshideko, convener, the Global Brand Summit. Schedule, date 23rd to 24th April 2021. Time, morning section 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and evening section 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Venue will be disclosed to only registered participants. Sign up now at bit.ly/the Global Brand Summit for free.
Good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. This is the Global Brand Summit, We are tired of playing small. We are now going global. So if you want really to travel with us, you need to join. Please, I want to ask you before we start, grab your pen. This is my pen. This is my notebook. And please, if you can, grab a cup of tea or a glass of water. I know weekend is about to start, but let's grab a cup of tea or a glass of water, not a glass of wine. We talk about wine after the event. Thank you so much for joining us. This is the Global Brand Summit organized by the convener whom is going to speak to you just now. Her name is not other than Omobabirin Adeora Osideko. She's the convener of this Global Brand Summit. And then as the technical team will be bringing her in, I really want you to listen a little bit about her short bio. If you could, technical team, help me. And then if you can bring her short bio so that you know who's the convener of this Global Brand Summit, who will be speaking to us just now. We have about 40 minutes where she's going to dish up everything about how to leverage international opportunities. Everything. And my name is Joseph Eliapsan. I'm a social entrepreneur and I'm live in South Africa. I'm the moderator of this session. After Coach Minta, as many call her, we will also have another session by Morayo Brown, who will be speaking to us about leveraging the media. She will speak up to us about print media, broadcast media, and social media for global opportunities. We're not playing small anymore. We are going global. Can you please bring the convener short bio? Technical team. If not, let me speak to you about our convener. Her name is Omobabirin Adeora Osideko. She's the convener of the Global Summit. She's a personal development coach and a branding expert. She's a graduate from the University of London, where she obtained her MC in accounting. She's also a chartered accountant in UK and Canada. Her passion for writing teaching, and public speaking is what launched her into what she does presently to empower other people. Adeola is an international speaker who have spoken in very different countries and platforms. She is also a licensed organizer of TEDx Benjaville, which is in Cote d'Ivoire. She has recently organized the first ever TEDx event in Benjaville. It's a city in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire in West Africa. Our speaker for this session and the convener of the Global Brand Summit, she's a published author of five, not one only, not one, two, 5 books, and she has coached over 10,000 people in personal development and branding. And me, Joseph, who's speaking to you, I'm one of the graduates of the school she started. She has 2 schools. One is a PCD Academy, an online school that teaches various personal development skills, and My Branding Academy, which trains business owner and individuals branding. Currently, Coach Minta, she's the principal partner of Crystal Edge Professional Services at Lagos, and she's based in Cote d'Ivoire, but she always works between the 2 countries, Cote d'Ivoire and Nigeria. She has featured on different platforms, radio, TVs. She's the founder of the Coached by Omobabirin, a Facebook community of over 20,000 people. If you're not part of the Coached by Omobabirin Facebook community, please join now. Coach Omobabirin, please join, then we can start with our session. Welcome. Can we welcome?
Hi, David. Thank you very much for having me. Good evening to you. So good evening to you, everyone. Happy weekend. It's already weekend. Thank God it's Friday. I hope we're all doing well. I hope we're all faring well. My name is Omobabirin Adeola Oshideko. I am the convener of this summit, the Global Brand Summit 2021. And I am also the founder of the Facebook community group of over 20,000 members called Coached by Omobabirin. We also call ourselves Minta's Tribe. Minta is a nickname given to me by one of my fans back then, and it was love at first sight. I fell in love with the name just at the beginning. So it's good to be here. It's good to be here. And today I'm going to be speaking on a topic titled How to Leverage International Platforms for Global Opportunities. Or you can say how to leverage international opportunities for global relevance. That is my topic. You are welcome. Thank you all for joining. Please let's know where you're watching from. Let's know where you're watching us from. Okay, thank you very much. So I will dive straight into business. Now, what is opportunity? Everything I'm going to be talking about today is going to be around what opportunity is and how we can leverage international opportunities, specifically international opportunities. Now, according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, opportunity can be defined as a chance to grow, change, learn new things, and do things better than before. That means if you have an opportunity, it means that you are learning a new way to do things better than you used to do it before, a new way to grow, and a new way to evolve. So that is what opportunity is all about. Then opportunity also means exploring earlier unknown territories. Exploring unknown territories. Opportunity is when you try to go for something you're not really used to, something you're not really familiar with. That is what opportunity is. Now, I have so many quotes here, and I am going to be mentioning a few of them to you. Opportunity is usually disguised as hard work So most people don't recognize them. Most people don't recognize opportunity when they see it, because it always comes in the form of hard work. The truth is, you need to work hard for every of your opportunity. You need to work hard. The fact that something is an opportunity does not mean it will just fall on your laps on the platter of gold. No, you still need to put in some work so that you can be able to maximize that opportunity. Okay, so I'm coming. 1 minute, please. Okay, so I'm going to be using some PowerPoint slides, and so I'm going to be sharing my screen now for you all to see. If you don't have your notepad already, if you don't have your pen, please do go get it. Go and get your notepad, because you're going to be talking about so many things today. We're going to be talking about so many things today. Let's know where you're watching from so that we can know we are together. If you can see my screen, please put in the comment section, I can see your screen. Put in the comment section, I can see your screen. Let me know if we are together. Okay, I will dive straight into business. Now, the topic before me is how to leverage international opportunities for global relevance. We've defined what opportunity is. And this is another definition of opportunity. This is another definition, which is the definition of leverage. Now, what does it mean to leverage? Leverage means to use something to your maximum advantage, or to use something that you already have to achieve something new or better. So when they say you're leveraging something, it means you're using something to the best of your ability. You are maximizing that thing like to the extreme. It's just like a palm tree. You will discover that there is nothing that is a waste in palm tree. Even the shafts that you think, oh, this is a waste, they still use, the people that cook with firewood still use it to, to increase the fire in their firewood, So there is actually nothing in palm tree that is a waste. It's like a cash tree. So when we say leverage means you don't leave anything waste. You don't leave anything wasted. You maximize everything, every opportunity that comes your way. You get the best out of it. Now, opportunities are everywhere. Opportunities are everywhere. If you are just present and open to them, you will see them. The problem we have most of the time is that our mind is closed. We go about with closed mind. We go about with closed mentality. And when those opportunities come, we don't get to identify them because our mind is already closed. We already have a particular picture in our mind that, oh, this is how things are supposed to be. So when those opportunities come, we don't see them. So for you to be able to leverage opportunities, you need to open your mind and you need to be present. Present means you are conscious of what you're doing, you're intentional, you're deliberate. You know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you cannot get it. So if you want to actually maximize your opportunities, you must be present. You must be deliberate about what you want and how you want it. And sometimes we are just focused on the big win. We want things to happen in a big way. You want to start from BBC. You want to start from CNN. What about starting from the bottom? What about starting from the bottom and building yourself gradually? Because one thing about opportunity is that smaller opportunities will open room for bigger opportunities. Smaller opportunities are like ladder that you climb to get the big one. But most of the time, a lot of people don't even want to do the small one. You hear something like, oh, this is too small for me. Even for people that are just starting out, they don't want to try their hands on small things because they think, oh, this is just too small. I want the bigger one. I want to feature on this magazine, or I want to feature on this international platform. How many local platforms have you featured on before you start climbing or before you start desiring that you want to feature on international platforms? So you need to start small and win big. Start small and win big. So we tend to focus on the big win, and right in front of our nose. We don't even see the opportunities that are lurking in the background. That's the way it happens most of the time. So we are ready now. We are diving into the real thing now, which is how to unlock international opportunities. How to unlock international opportunities. Now, let me stop sharing my screen for a while. Let me stop sharing my screen for a while so that I can say what I want to say right now. Okay, so I said opportunities are everywhere. Now, before I tell you how to get all these international opportunities, now let me tell you, there are 3 ways to get opportunities. Or there are 3 ways in which opportunities will present itself. Opportunity will present itself to you in 3 ways. Now, let's go one by one. As I'm speaking, as I'm mentioning these points, I would love that you help me drop them in the comment section. Now, number 1 is that opportunities will come to you where you are. You don't need to move an inch. You need to move a step. Right there where you are, opportunity is going to locate you and you are going to enjoy it. It comes like that, you're just doing what you're doing and people are just coming to you. Oh, I want you to come here. I want you to come and feature on this platform. I want you to, I have this international engagement for you. They keep coming where you're just seated. Nobody is, you're not lobbying for anything. You're not out there to drag anything with anybody. Right there where you are, opportunities will come and meet you there. That is one way to get opportunity. Now, another way to get opportunity is to position yourself to position yourself where you can get it. Position yourself where you can get the opportunity. There's something they call the right place at the right time. Some people are in the right place in the wrong time. Some people are in the right they're in the right place at the wrong time. So you need to position yourself where you will be located. Okay, for instance, you want scholarship and scholarship is not coming to you. You've applied for so many years and you are not given that scholarship. What about start volunteering for international organizations? Because that can make them to give you a scholarship. What about start volunteering for international organizations? Okay, so you can position yourself. You've been looking for a job for so many years, but job is not coming to you. What about internship? Just tell them that you would just want to be an intern. Right there, probably after your intern, they cannot convert you to a full staff or something. But some of you are not even ready to move an inch. You just sit where you are. Just like I told you, opportunities will come in 3 ways. And it is not guaranteed that first one is going to be applicable to you. Because most of the time, that's how we deceive ourselves. We tell ourselves, oh, let me just be dishing out value. Opportunities will come and meet me where I am. No. At times, it doesn't work that way. At times, opportunity will come to you where you are without moving an inch. At times, you have to position yourself where the opportunity is. Just like the governor, it's just like when Jesus was in the crowd. In the Bible, Jesus was in the crowd. A particular short man wants to see him. I've forgotten the name of the man. If you remember the name of the man, Bible scholars, help me put in the comments. There's this man that is very short. He needed to see Jesus. What did he do? He went to climb the tree. He climbed the tree and he stood on the tree. I was shouting, Jesus, Jesus of Nazareth. And Jesus immediately saw him. Why did you think Jesus saw him? Because he positioned himself in a place where Zacchaeus, yes. No, it's not Nicodemus, it's Zacchaeus. I actually know that it started from Z, but I wasn't really sure. Zacchaeus. He was a short man. Now, assuming that Zacchaeus said, let me just stay where I am. Whether if Jesus see me, fine. If he not see me, not to concern me, I cannot go and kill myself. No, he didn't do that. He had to climb the tree where Jesus could see him, because there is no way you will not see somebody that is on the tree. There is no way. Even if you are blind, you will still see him. So the second way you can get opportunity is position yourself where people will see you. Don't go and be hiding from your village people. See, village people cannot help your matter. Hello? Village people cannot help your matter. You need to place yourself where people can see you. Now, let me give you a very good example of that one. I have been in those 3 stages. Okay, let me just finish the third one. Then I will tell you my story for each of these stages or each of this time. The third one is, if opportunity is not knocking at your door, go and meet opportunity where it is. Go. There's this adage or this saying, common saying in Yoruba, that if the mountain does not go to meet Muhammad, Muhammad will come and meet the mountain. So if opportunity is not coming to you where you are, you go and meet opportunity where it is. Or you even do big opportunity. If people are not giving you what you start doing it. Also, I have shown those 3 things. I said number 1 is opportunity come to you where you are. Number 2 is you have to position yourself where opportunity can locate you. And number 3 is you have to go and look. In fact, it's not like you will stay. Imagine if Zacchaeus climbed the tree and just still did not see him. Probably Zacchaeus up to Jesus' house. Because in the afternoon, you weren't paying attention to me. I have brought myself to you. Heal me. This is what I want. I want money. What do you want? I want twins. I don't know whether you want twins. I want triplets. Probably in the middle of the night. There's a particular man that even went to Jesus in the middle of the night. So that is just like parables trying to buttress my point. Now, let me give you a very good example. Last year, one of my goals at the beginning of the year is to be an international speaker. I know, I was just like, oh, how is this dream going to come to reality? I don't even know anybody on the international platform. I don't even know anybody. It's just me and my head. So I made a post one day, and I said in that post that I am tired of playing local. I want to go international. I want to be an international speaker this year. If you know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, connect me with that person. I am ready. And it was just a mere post. Of course, it's something I have always wanted. It's something I desire, but it was just a mere post. And I just pushed the post out. A lot of people commented. A lot of people were laughing. Oh, this one, that one, and that was the end. Few weeks later, I made another post trying to talk about the fact that I'm going to be going to London in the next few days for my convocation, for my master's convocation, and I would love to hook up with my London fans. And immediately one woman saw that thing. She said she now dropped a comment for me in the comment section that, oh, Minta, let's chat. So we started chatting, and she said, oh, I saw another post that you made that you're going to be going to London in the next few days. And you also said you would love to be an international speaker very soon. I said, yes. She said, oh, my husband is working with Arise News in Lagos, but he has a colleague. He has a colleague or colleagues in London, in Arise News London. They just transfer that person there, that the person can actually help with granting you a 20-minute interview. I was like, wow, this is something I've always wanted. And that was just it. And that was what made me an international speaker till date. And immediately that opportunity came, some other many opportunities started falling in place. And that's why I tell you that some of you don't stay and say, oh, this opportunity is too small. Take it, and you will use that one to climb the ladder to get better opportunities. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again. So that you can see my slides. Okay, so this is it. How to unlock international opportunities. Number 1 is removing the limiting thoughts that these opportunities are not designed for you. There is nothing that is not designed for you. All the people that are getting this opportunity, they don't have two heads. So that mindset, you need to correct it in the first place, that this opportunity is for everybody and you can also get yours. So don't think it's meant for some certain set of people. Then number 2 is position yourself well for visibility. I've mentioned that. Position yourself well for visibility. Now, how can you position yourself well for visibility? How to position yourself for international opportunities. Now, the number 1 is leverage social media by meaningfully utilizing your online space, your online presence. Now, if you are watching this and you are still traveling around on the internet, you're still walking around, you don't really know what exactly you want to do. You are not even doing anything meaningful. This is a challenge for you to start doing something meaningful with your social media, because that's the fastest way for people to locate you with opportunities. But if all you post on your social media is, hey, we went for and then my people, some people will even take phone, they will be shaking head like this. I don't even know. I think that has reduced. Okay. Okay, you can see my face on my screen. All right. I think that has even reduced these days. Sometimes around that 2019, 2018 upwards. You know, you just see some people, they just pick their phone with no clue. And they will just do video, they'll just be doing their head like this. And 30 seconds, you are still watching edge, twisting edge like goats. They are still twisting edge. And you are wondering, what's wrong with this one? You understand? If that is what you're still doing on social media, then you are not ready for international opportunities yet. Because international opportunities is for people who are already ready. Hello? I repeat, international opportunities is for people who are already ready. Because we are not talking about the local game now. We're talking about the international game. We have people who are going to be watching you. When I featured in Arise News in London, people were watching me from all over the world. From South Africa, from Nigeria, from United States, from every part of the world. People were watching me. Because, you know, Arise News is an international media. So, if you are not ready, if they don't see that you are doing something that is reasonable, that is meaningful, forget about it. Okay? So, another thing is leverage your social media presence. But okay, I've talked about that. Then, post valuable content that can help your visibility. I think I've talked about that in one way or the other. Then your online presence and digital footprint. Now, when we talk about online presence and digital footprint, if we Google your name, what are we going to find? That is what they call digital footprint. But because, for goodness sake, I did not just say, okay, the woman that got in touch with me did not just pick me from nowhere. She saw what I've been doing on social media for a while. That was why she felt, oh, I think this lady should be able to deliver. And, you know, she advocated for me in front of her husband. She told her husband, oh, I know Minta, she will deliver. She's very, you know, she's very valuable. She's filled with value. She can, you know, she said a lot. In fact, the husband at the point had to be saying, oh, even till now, I can tell you, I've not seen that woman face to face. I've not seen her physically. Anytime I come to Nigeria and I want to see her, is one thing or the other. But we've always been communicating on phone. So the way she was advocating for me in the front of her husband was even asking her, do you know this woman physically? Have you met her before? But this woman said, no, I have not met her before, but I know what she's capable of doing. She's going to deliver. Because the man wanted to be sure that whoever is going to recommend on an international platform should be somebody that what is. Should be somebody that will not go and disgrace them at the end of the day and say, where did you see this one that you brought? That is just saying nonsense on an international television where everybody is watching throughout the world. Okay, so you must have digital footprint, because that digital footprint is what will serve as your track record and your evidence. See, it's not, look at my slide. I said, please note that the goal is not to have 500 likes and 1K comments. It's not about that. Okay, the goal is for you to record your work so that when people are looking for you, they can see something tangible and say, oh, she's the one that wrote this. Oh, she did this video. Okay, I featured on a television recently too. The lady just called me and she said, oh, we were looking for a branding expert that will come and feature on our television, and we were searching online and we saw you. If people search online, will they see you? If we put your name on Google today, what are we going to see there? Bikini in beach. Hey, hi guys. We are now in Lekki Beach. Hi guys. The one you are twisting head like goats. Is that the one we'll find there? Then you are not ready. Hello? You are not ready. If all we'll find about you is, in fact, some people are not even visible at all. If I put some people's name, there was a particular period I did some training, you know, in my academy, and I told people, yeah, go and type your name in Google. What is the result? Some people's name is not on Google. They cannot find anything. The only thing Google brought out about them is the fact that they have Facebook accounts and Twitter accounts. That's all. Nothing. No valuable content. Nothing. So, if people, do you think I was paying someone to handle my LinkedIn account from September till like last month before I took over myself. Do you think I'm a fool for paying someone to handle my social media account? Do you think I'm a fool? Like, let me try and read comments a bit. Can you see me? What can you see? Can you see my screen? Okay, I want to stop sharing my screen. I want you to see my real face. I want you to see my face. Can you see my face? See my face very well. Do you think paying someone to handle my LinkedIn accounts, do you think is a fully idea? I paid. The person I'm paying can even be on this live stream. I even said it openly one day. I made a post, I tagged her so that you know that this one is not lying. I paid her for like 6 or 7 months for her to handle my LinkedIn accounts. Nobody is paying me, but I want, when people are looking for me, the professional opportunities that I'm targeting, when they go to my LinkedIn account, they see that it's on point, it's top notch. They don't have any reason to reject my proposal. They don't have any reason to reject my opportunity because I don't have a befitting profile that can prove to them that I can actually deliver. Okay, so if you want opportunity, I'm still coming to that because a lot of you don't want to spend 1 naira and you want opportunities. I've told you that we have 3 categories of opportunities. Some will come to you. I have so many opportunities that came to me. All this plaque. Okay, can you see some of my plaques at the back? I think I have like 9 or 12 plaques here. Some of them, I did not lobby for it. I'll just sit down on my own and they will just call me and say, oh, we want to give you an award. And right there, I'll get it. The first newspaper appearance, it was on a platter of gold. I was just sitting on my own when the guy came to me and said, we want to grant you an interview, a full-page interview on a national newspaper. 1 naira I did not pay. These are part of the opportunities I'm talking about. They will come to you on a platter of gold. You don't need to work for them. But that is not just about it. There are some of it you have to go for it. If the person handling my LinkedIn account is here now, I can use her as a witness. Because when I started using my LinkedIn, I started approaching some people, international organizations. Hi, my name is so. I will still get there. I want this. I can do this for your organization. I can do this. I want this. You know, you go for the opportunity because it's not every opportunity that will come and meet you where you are. You need to go for, when you hear go for gold, go for gold is actually, go for gold is actually, used to be a slogan for, I think Gosaku condom. Do you remember Gosaku condom? All of you will be proving only here as if you don't know what I'm talking about. You know, remember Gosaku condom there when they used to advertise it in television, they say go for gold. Hey, that is it. You need to go for some things. You don't wait and be expecting that thing will come and meet you where you are. Okay, so let me go back to the slide. If you're getting value, put fire emoji. Am I delivering value? Are you getting value? Make some noise. Let me hear you from where I am. Thank you all for joining. So this is going to be, because this is my summit, I need to take my time, you know, to teach this thing, and we all get value from it. So what I'm saying is that whether people like your post or not, that's not what matters. What matters is that you have a track record. When people are looking for you, they get something, they get your video, they get your content, your graphics, you know, they get your write-up, your articles. They have something they can bank on, you know, that will give them like an idea. Okay, this is another one. How you can position yourself for international opportunity, continuation. Another thing is promote your personal brand by telling the world what you can do. See, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. Shyness, help. You are shy. You are sitting in your house. You think opportunity will come and meet you there. No. Not in this age. Of course, some of them might come and meet you, but even if you don't position yourself well, if those opportunities come, you can still lose them. So tell the world what you do. Another important thing is this: avoid trolls and controversial conversation on social media. Some of you everything you chook mouth. Side chick, this one, everything you chook your mouth. Hello, you're not ready. If you are ready, you know that it's not everything that is trending that you need to put your mouth. No. There are some things that you don't do us, you just look away. Hello, you just look away like, I beg. And I remember when I applied for TEDx Benjaville license, and some people are just trying, some so-called social media influencer are just trying to be stupid, and that thing was just, that spirit was just pushing me. Go to social media, go and drag them. That is why my father, because I've lost my father, my late father was whispering to me, Adeola, remember your application is still in Benjaville, it's still with TEDx. If you go and write nonsense and they go and see it, that's the end of your life. I was like, I beg. You people, you are devil. Just be going with your wahala. I don't want problem. So if everything you do is drag people on social media, chook your mouth in conversation that doesn't concern you, throw people, do this one, that, then you're not ready. Because even when those opportunities, when that international opportunity will come, it won't be fitting. You will lose it at the end of the day. So another thing is you need to maintain an appealing profile. I won't be able to dive into it. Appealing profile is your profile picture, your bio, and your cover photo. Then, then the continuation. Another thing is have an elevator pitch. And your elevator pitch must be handy. It must go with you like a woman that goes with, what do we usually go with every time we go out? Like we go with our purse. Everywhere you go with your purse. Even if you are not carrying your bag, you still go with your purse. That's the way your elevator pitch must be so accessible to you. Like when I say you should go with it, it's not that you have it in your business card. You must have it in your head. When people say, hello, are you Omobabiri that always? I say, yes, sir. I am Omobabiri Adeola Oshideko, the way I used to call my name. I am a personal developer, blah, blah, blah. Like, I help this. In 1 minute, we should be able to know who you are. Not that, you see, I am the third child of my father. When my father died, oh, God, I cried. Nobody to pay my school fees. Is that one your elevator pitch? See, I clap for you. You are not ready for international opportunities. You are not ready. In fact, you even need to have different elevator pitch for different opportunities. As the opportunity is coming like this, you are throwing, different places, different opportunities for different elevator pitch. So what is an elevator pitch? Your elevator pitch is a way to share your expertise, your credentials quickly and effectively with people who do not know you. The reason it is called an elevator pitch is that it should be short enough to present during a brief elevator ride. The reason why we call it elevator pitch is that it should be very short. Like when you are in an elevator with someone and you want to quickly, you don't even know where the person is going to drop off. Probably it's going to 2nd floor or 3rd floor or 5th floor. So you need to be as fast as possible. Hello, and this and this and this and this before the elevator will do ping, 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 and the guy will go. And by the time you are still saying, you see, I suffered. When my father died, my mother was selling firewood. If by the time you finish that one, the guy has already gone. And you are looking like, I was thinking, so you need to get your elevator speech handy, like as handy. So look at my own. This is my own elevator pitch. My name is Omobabiri Adeola Oshideko. I am a personal development coach and a branding expert. I teach individuals who are passionate about their self-development skills to help them gain clarity, maximize their potentials, and become a better person. I also teach individuals and business owners how to build a profitable brand. This one, within 1 minute, you're done. At most 1 minute, 30 seconds, you should be done. Now, the third thing you need to do when you're looking for or when you're trying to leverage international platforms is be ready for opportunities. Be what? Be ready. Just like I told you, you don't have a clean bio. You don't even have a bio. You don't have an elevator pitch. Your professional picture is looking one kind. You are not ready. Hello, you are not ready. Your social media is filled with funny posts, comedy, side chick posts. You are not ready. Put in the comment section, you are not ready. So you need to be ready. It's just like when they say luck is when opportunity meets preparation. You have already prepared and an opportunity is coming. That's what they call luck. So there's nothing like you are lucky. Yeah, you are lucky. You are lucky. Oh, you are lucky. So you mean I did not put in any work? No, it doesn't work like that. You need to be ready. And when the opportunity comes, you just grab it with your 2 hands, with your full chest. Okay, some opportunities will not come looking for you. You are the one that will get up to get it. I think I've talked about that. And let's move. Always be ready to grab opportunities when they come. Another thing is this: get a passport. Get a passport. We call it international passport, but I got to know that international passport is not correct. Passport is passport. There's nothing like international passport. So you need to get a passport ready. It's not that when they say, you are going to be traveling to South Africa to say, my bag, my shoe, because you know Nigeria now, immigration people, they can fuck you up. They can fuck you up. You know, you need to be ready. Like, I remember when I got my first international job when I was in Nigeria, I got a job with Singaporean company, and I was supposed to go to Singapore for my induction. And as they're doing the interview for me, they're asking me, do you have a passport? And the answer is yes. Imagine I don't have a passport. I say, I don't have a passport. And I applied. Before immigration would do their go forth and back, they will say 3 months, there is no material. Come back again. There is no ink. Come back again. There is no paper. Before they do that one, the opportunity is already gone. So you need to get a passport. Whether you're traveling or not, get a passport. Some of you have money to buy Owambe Ashwebi, 45,000, 50,000, but to get a passport is a problem. So some of you are thinking, I'm not traveling yet. It doesn't matter. You need to get it handy, so that when the opportunity comes, you don't have to be wasting time getting passports up and down. You understand? So that is just it. You also need to get a yellow fever. Yellow fever is just one of the documents for traveling. Another thing is always get a professional statement of purpose. Do not be too quick to send anything anyhow while making any application. While you are making an international application, don't just send anything anyhow. Let it be professional. Run through it very well. Check. If you need to get a professional and pay them to write a statement of purpose for you, pay them. You will not die. A lot of you don't want to pay dime. And you will see some people flying high. You will be beefing them. Do you know the sacrifice some people are paying? I just told you now that I paid someone to handle my LinkedIn account for me for months. I'm not selling anything on LinkedIn. I just want that account to be on point, because anytime opportunity is looking for me, I want them to meet me ready. So you need to get a professional statement of purpose, and not just that you are just putting something together. Because people that are already doing it, they already know what you would need and how best they can put it together. Another thing is the power of your network. Leverage LinkedIn. Someone is going to be coming tomorrow to teach us how we can leverage LinkedIn. The best approach to send an email is to send an email, letter, or LinkedIn message to someone. I'm rushing now because my time is far spent. Okay, so you need to get your LinkedIn profile, and you need to start connecting with people on LinkedIn. Someone is coming tomorrow, so I don't want to dwell too much on that. Christabel Ipen is coming tomorrow from LinkedIn. She's a LinkedIn influencer, and she's really doing well. So she's going to teach you how you can use LinkedIn to leverage international opportunities, even for job, for anything you want. So she's going to be coming tomorrow. So this one I'm not going to be going to. So this one is just like when you are meeting someone for the first time on LinkedIn. How should you present yourself? Introduce yourself, describe your skills and experience briefly. Explain what you're looking for. Keep it short and professional. There's this app, Calendly. Calendly is an application you can use to schedule your meetings and your engagement with people. So we have different types of local. This is where the real thing is. If you are not watching me before, you better come on board and start watching. You better come on board and start watching now. So this is where the real deal is. I'm going to be showing you. If you can still see my screen, say I, say hello. We need to be sure you can see my screen. I need to be sure you can see my screen. I need to be sure. Can you see my screen? Put something in the comment section from Facebook, from YouTube. Anyway you're watching, put something in the comment section. Okay, let me continue so that I don't waste time. I want to believe everyone can see my screen and you can see me as well. Okay, some people are already saying hi. Now, we have different types of local and international opportunities. Remember, I told you that at times you need to start local first. In fact, it's not even at times. You need to first start on the local level. Get international, get a local award, feature on local magazine. Go to local conferences first, the one within your country, before you can now start looking at international opportunities. 1 minute, please. And please permit me to take some waters before we proceed. Thank you. If you are getting value, please put value in the comment section. Value, put fire emoji, put good to go. Let me know you're getting value. Okay, so these are the types of opportunities that we have, local and international. We have fellowships, we have conferences, we have fund grants, we have mentorship, we have future in international media, such as TV, magazine, future on international public speaking platform, such as Mindvalley and TEDx. So these are all the opportunities we have, and I'll be taking them one after the other. Okay, so if your own opportunity, if the opportunity you are looking for is international conference, because some of the international conference are fully paid, are fully sponsored, you won't have to pay any dime. In fact, it's an all expense paid trip. You go there, they will even give you allowance. So if you are looking for such opportunity for conference, for training, for mentorship, I just finished an international training. I think I did it from January ending to middle of March or early March. I can't remember. It was a free international training by an international coach. One of my fans introduced it to me, one of my sisters. So if you're looking for such opportunity, you want to get a foreign certification, but you don't have money, you can go to this website, www.afterschoolafrica.com, www.afterschoolafrica.com. So there you will see Young Leadership Program, Yali, Nelson Mandela, a lot of conferences and fellowships. You will see them there. So you can apply. Remember, I told you when you are writing your statement of purpose, don't just submit anything, because by the time they don't pick you, don't say it's your village people. So when you are submitting your application, make sure you do due diligence. You are not the only one applying, remember, and because it's an international opportunity, a lot of people from other countries, from all over the world, are also applying. So you need to be able to prove that you are competent and you are the best. You are the best candidate. So make sure you do everything. Don't go and be applying a day or 2 days to the deadline. Don't do that. When they say something is going to close 30th of April, don't say, there's still time, there's still time. I will do it tomorrow, there's still time. No. Immediately you see that opportunity, get into it. Because you might need some things that you might not be able to provide on the spot. So you need to talk to a friend or something to help you. So, but by the time you are doing that a day before, 2 days, you won't have time to do all that. So let's be proactive and let's be purposeful when we are dealing with opportunities, because just like they say, some opportunities come once, and once you miss it, that is the end of it. So if you are looking for where to get grants for entrepreneurs, you can go to www.advanceafrica.com. www.advanceafrica.com. Opportunities for entrepreneurs. You will see it there. Opportunities for entrepreneurs. So apart from all these websites I'm also calling out for you, you can also go to Google, Fund for African Entrepreneurs. You will see a lot. It's just that some of us, we are lazy. Just like I told you, some people will just sit down, fold arms, and expect that opportunity will just come, boom. No, at times you have to go for it. You have to do what? Go for it. So another thing is, another website, another one is the website for public speakers, because I mentioned 3 things. I mentioned conferences, training, mentorship, and fellowship. I've talked about that, www.afterschool.com. There for grants, I've talked about that one too. This is for grants, advanceafrica.com. Then if you want opportunities for public speaking platform, you can get that on TEDx, Mindvalley, and any other international platform that that is really reputable and really, credible, that has credibility and good reputation. Okay, so the one I'm going to be recommending for you on this training or on this in this event is TEDx, because TEDx is a well-known brand. TEDx is an international platform, and TEDx is very easy. TEDx is the most easiest platform to access. A lot of people don't know. In fact, I do not know. I used to look at TEDx as, one big platform, one almighty giant platform that, except I clock 50 or 60 or 70, I can never get to that place, I used to look at it from afar. Not until one day that I came about a course, an online course. I bought it. And I went through it and I discovered that, oh, this is something that I can actually lay my hands on. It's not as difficult as I always used to think, you know. So TEDx is a very good platform for you to showcase your public speaking prowess. For some of you that you want to be a public speaker, it's not even about whether you want to be a public speaker or not. TEDx stage is going to give you credibility. That's why I said when you speak on international platforms, especially the TEDx stage, you become the go-to expert with more lead, more sales, more credibility. People begin to believe in your brand. If I tell you how many doors this TEDx organizer has opened for me, you will wonder and say, is it more than TEDx organizer? It has opened, in fact, for me to even organize this event, it's part of it, because, you know, when people see that you're a TEDx organizer, they give you this kind of regard, this kind of respect. Okay, so it gives you credibility, it gives you exposure, it gives you more influence, and of course, when you have all that, more money if you have sense. Let me put that that disclaimer, because if you have all these things, you have credibility, you have influence, you have exposure, you have more leads, and you don't have sense, you won't have money. So you need to be able to have sense to be able to generate money from all this. That's a story for another day. And you know, TEDx is not just about money and fame. It's about connecting with people, sharing your idea, proving your expertise, proving that you know something, proving that you know your onions, like we used to say. Okay, the program is going to give your brand more exposure and visibility that will make you get seen, get heard, and get paid. By the grace of God, I am a TEDx organizer. I've come to the end of my presentation. Thank you. I'll stop sharing my screen now, and you can see my face very well. Okay, so by the grace of God, I am a TEDx organizer. I am not a TEDx speaker. You know, when we say TEDx organizer is like a senior mother of speaker, because I am I can make people become TEDx speakers. You understand? This year now, I have made 6 people become or became a TEDx speaker. So it's not just about being a speaker, it's being an organizer that you can even make other people's dream come true. Other people that have been dreaming about, oh, I want to be a TEDx speaker, I want to be a TEDx speaker. You can be an organizer and also make them a speaker. And you know what? This is as simple as ABC. You just need to get you just need to get how to do it right. So I've come to the end of my presentation. And I want to tell you about my course. I have trained people. I think I trained like 10 or 15 people recently on that course, and that course is called OpenX. OpenX is just like a training whereby you will learn how to how to get TEDx speaking engagements, how to get how to become a TEDx organizer, how to deliver a quality TEDx pitch, because TEDx they have their own unique rule and regulation that guides. In fact, that's why some of you have not gotten the TEDx speaking engagement since, because there are some rules, there are some things they are looking at for that you are not displaying. So I'm going to play a video right now for you to listen to the adverts. And the cost is just $9,999, which is $25 USD. 25 USD is as cheap as something that anybody can apply, can afford. Okay, so at times you might be thinking, oh, you don't need something, but why not get that knowledge first and see what you can use, what you can gain out of it, or how you can maximize, how you can convert that knowledge into something that is going to be profitable to you. So I'm going to play the video now, and I'll be right back.
Would you like to be a TEDx speaker or organizer in 2021? Pay attention to what you stand to gain. It's time you stopped playing the local game. It's time you go global. Start leveraging on international platforms. When you speak on international platforms, especially the TEDx stage, you become the go-to expert with more leads, more sales, more credibility, more exposure, more influence, and of course, more money. But it's not just about money and fame. TEDx is about being on stage, connecting with people in a real way, sharing new ideas, and making the world a better place. TEDx gives your brand more exposure and more visibility, and you can get seen, get paid, and get heard. Introducing OpenX, the organizer TEDx Benjavel or Mababirin Adeola Oshidekon, an international speaker with over 5 years experience in public speaking, is ready to hold you by the hand and take you through the journey. In this program, you will learn how to become a TEDx speaker, how to apply and become a TEDx organizer, how to get more international speaking invitations, how to organize international events and source for speakers and sponsorships. Webinar fee costs only 9,999 naira. See the testimonials from cohort 1 and hurry now to register, as registration is open for cohort 2 at bit.ly/OpenX webinar. Registration closes April 30th, 2021. Please note that you can take the webinar at your convenient time.
Okay, so that's just the short ad for the course, OpenX. I already have some people. I have Hope Aigbe for our first speaker today, Kester. Kester took that course. She took that course. You know, she has been hiding, and she said, "No, I want to take it." And you know, she came out. She even over-delivered. I was just like, wow. You know, that course is going to open your eyes to so many things. You're going to learn how to present your speech. What are the elements of public speaking? There's so many things you're going to learn in that course. How to get TEDx speaking engagement. I have told you that some opportunities will come and meet you where you are. While some will not come and meet you, you have to go out and look for it. So don't wait and say, "Oh, let me just be dishing out value," like you people used to say. I'm dishing out value. I'm serving value in the plate, right? And you know, people will look for me. People will find me. Whichever way, they're going to look for me and find me. So at times you need to go and get that opportunity. So if you want to register for that course, it's just 9,999 naira. That's 25 USD. And you will see on the screen, you will see details on how you can register. You will go to bit.ly/OpenX webinar. That is where you're going to be doing. You are going to be registering for that training, and the registration is going to close by the 30th of April. Yes, 30th of April. Sometimes next week. It's going to close sometimes next week. So thank you everyone who have joined this training. I hope you got value on how you can leverage international platform for global relevance. And I'm happy to announce to you that we have our second speaker. We have our second speaker for this evening session in person of Moriah Brown. We all know her. She's a popular face. Madam Moriah Brown, can you on your camera? Can you on your camera? Good afternoon. Good to see you. So I'm going to be leaving the stage now. So when I approach her, I thought that I've been on TVC, your views before, but she can't recognize me. I really can understand, because you know they have a lot of people coming almost every day as guests, so it's possible she might not recognize my face again. But I've been there once, and we are so honored and we're so privileged to have this icon in our midst today, this multi-talented icon in our midst today. I'm going to be leaving the stage right now, and I'm going to be bringing in Joseph, who is our moderator, who will now introduce our guest for today. Don't go away, stay with us. Thank you.
Wow. So much knowledge. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for when I told people earlier on my Facebook page, I told them you will be dishing that top-notch knowledge, and some already are SMSing me that I did not disappoint them. Thank you so much for that, on how to leverage global opportunities. I will be welcoming our second speaker for this session, but really I want to emphasize on one or two things which Coach mentioned. Don't wait opportunities, go get them. Don't wait for opportunities. because many people are looking for opportunities. So don't wait. You must look for them. Thank you so much. And I like the short man in the Bible you mentioned. He went and he looked for opportunities. And till now, after many years passed, we are still reading about him. Okay, thank you so much for this, and thank you for organizing. Good. We have our second speaker for this session. And she's a person who normally does not need introduction, because if you Google her, you're going to say, wow, thank you for bringing this person in our midst. So I'm going to, we still have time. How are you, Miss Morayo?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
Good. Yes, we can hear you.
I'm trying to share my screen.
Yes.
Were you able to see my screen?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay. I don't know why it's not sharing. Can you see it now?
While you were sharing your screen, I will be just saying a few words about you, because if I start saying that I'm going to read your bio, we're not gonna leave today. But I will just mention a few of things. Our speaker, Ms. Morayo Brown, she's a seasoned media content creator with more than 15 years experience in the industry, and she has been the leading TV host in Nigeria. She has previously worked at High TV. Those who are familiar with Nigeria, you know the TV. And she also worked as project consultant coordinator to an American company that is doing extensive work with Lagos state government on education. She has graduated the top of her class at Rutgers University in New Jersey, and she's currently doing her master's at the prestigious Pan Atlantic University in Nigeria. She also holds a certificate in customer service, public relations, public speaking, content development, script writing, and neuro-linguistic programming. She is the convener and the anchor of a number of breakfast chat show. She has received many awards, which I'm not going to cite here, but really, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Thank you for honoring us. Now, the platform is yours. Then we may have some question at the end. And I know some people have already start asking me how they can get hold of you. They should not worry. We will share your social media handles at the end of the presentation. Over to you, ma'am, and thank you so much.
So thank you very much for having me. I do appreciate joining this platform to discuss media, which is my own area of focus and specialty. I wanted to confirm if you can see my screen. Leveraging the media for global opportunity. Can you see my screen? Because I can see it here, but for some reason, can you see my screen that I'm sharing? Can you confirm? Hello? Okay, I guess I'll just go ahead.
Yes, we can see your screen. Your screen is
even now.
Even now.
Oh, great.
Yes, yes. So I will move myself again so that it will just be you and your screen.
Oh, gotcha. All right, cool. All right. So I know that I was given this topic, leveraging the media for global opportunities. But the truth is, I like to always focus on my area of expertise, which is leveraging the media for change. That's really my area. However, because I've been able to focus on changing my society, because I've been able to focus on changing the perception, the orientation of the people around me. That has given me the opportunity on a global scale, where my show now is something that is watched all across the world. So I'm going to have this presentation in few parts. The first part, obviously, is to tell you the importance of media, why media is crucial at these times, why how many of us are falling short of the opportunities that we could have used media for, and how we can build on those opportunities. I'll share with you my story and your view, and then see how your view has given me this opportunity to be on a global platform. So that'll be the various stages I'm going to go through. Now, let's start with what media is. Just a reminder, this is something many of you already probably know, but it's also good to refresh our memories exactly on what media is. Media, obviously, is an instrument to disseminate information that could have an enormous influence in helping to shape public opinion. So the truth is, Africa is where it is because we've been shaped by our experiences, we've been shaped by what we've been told, we've been shaped by what society has passed on to us from generation to generation. And therefore, the onus is upon us now to begin to change and rethink the way those things that have formed who we are, those things that have come in our subconscious and made us who we are today, and put Africa where it is today. And media is a major tool in getting that change. Media is a tool that we can use to ensure that we change the orientation and we influence and shape opinion across the world. Even now, we see how Africa is being seen as the next frontier. People are focusing on Africa. Our music is going out there to the world. We have a message for the world. And I think it is time for us to begin to see Africa not just as a third world, but as that hub of culture, values, moral growth that we can actually share with the world. And I think that's one of the things we must see as a people, that we have a tool, media, that has given us a global platform to begin to share and influence not just our society here, but also the world at large. Now, so media also can be a tool for dissemination of false, inflammatory messages and promotion of values that do not promote respect or well-tempered dialogue and discussion. Now, it's important to see that media can be good and can be bad. Media is not just not good. So it's not just all good. There are parts of media that can be very false, that can be inflammatory, that can also cause problem for our businesses, can cause problem for our own values, can cause problem for our growth. So it's important that we understand how best to use media, because media, we've seen how media have destroyed homes where issues happen within families. It gets out to media and there's no room for reconciliation, and there are ill-tempered dialogue that forces things to go worse. So we have to use media in the right way to grow our lives, grow our businesses, grow our society, and develop good values. Now, some of the examples and impact of media, and I think, as I said, media is a tool that's been used across board, but it's just a reminder again to how media has been used. For those of us in Nigeria, we know that media was used recently for the EndSARS protests, how we were able to galvanize young people across the world. Nigerians were able to speak with one voice against police brutality. And I think that was a serious demonstration of the power and influence of social media amongst young people. Even in January this year, we saw how the Americans laid siege at the Capitol when former President Trump was using the media to incite violence against the Capitol. We saw how powerful the media was used, how people were able to speak, and even those in support of Trump were able to come to the Capitol to express their violence, even though they were all Americans who still who did not believe in Trump. So we saw how media was used for both the good and the bad. And for some of you that are aware of the Arab Spring, Arab Spring was characterized by the instrumental use of social media, while Rwanda also used media to perpetrate violence. You remember the Hutsis and the Tutsis, how they killed each other. So it's just to demonstrate, these few slides is to remind us how strong and how powerful media is. Now let's bring it home a bit now. So where media has been for us, and why must we take over as business owners, as specialists, as as influencers in different ways. What must we do to take over? Because abnormal has become normal. All right. The spirit of fake news has taken center stage. Pop culture has drowned moral culture. Role models are few. Young people are making wrong choices. So I'm putting this foundation in to make you understand that before you go global, you must have the right foundation. You must have a reason. You must understand what the problems are to build and use the media such that it can get you a global attention. I was able to be grounded in what I'm doing in the media before I'm getting Nigerians and Africans all across the world asking to have the show, to watch the show. I mean, I just got a message from somebody from Ghana who is saying that they're an avid watcher of the show and they want the show to come to Ghana. I have another call from somebody from Zimbabwe was saying how they watch me on YouTube and they would like us to have a platform in their country. So we were grounded by understanding these values, and it was these same values that have been able to put us to that global stage. So it's important that I'm telling you, exchange this foundation of what media is, how it can be used positively and negatively, and how you as a people can begin to understand the values. What are those things we must do? What are the problems that we must do to take over to form that foundation of what we're going to use media for? So, as I said, role models are few. That's a major problem. And we can begin to use media to ensure, to prophesy and get how, to see how we can push and project role models in society. Yesterday on the show, we had a woman called Yewande Zacchaeus, and she's a CEO of Eventful, an event planning company in Nigeria, and she recently resigned as a managing director. Now she's chairman, and she's handed over to the company to younger people who are running it. Now, those are role models. We don't hear many of these ones. We only see the other younger celebrities, maybe the artists, the actors, those who have gone the immoral path. Those are the ones that are more prominent out there. But we need to project the role models, those who are actually doing, who are following the right path, who are influencing society, who are building industries. These are the role models we begin to project using media. Now, how do we use media for change? And I think I've tried to touch on that earlier. And I said that, first of all, we must identify the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of problem that Africa can begin to provide solution for. Every technological breakthrough we have today, every solution we see in the world is by somebody solving a problem. Every gadget we use is because somebody saw a problem to solve. Every media endeavor that we admire today, for example, Oprah Winfrey has Apple that we all admire. She was solving a problem. She was projecting women emancipation. She became popular because at the time when Oprah Winfrey was popular, many people saw that women were subjugated and they were trying. She was a voice for not just the Black women, but for women across America. She was championing the fact that women were empowered, women were becoming to be a voice, to be heard, and she was that platform where women could express themselves. So there was the right timing for her at that period. And these are the problems that we can most identify as people and begin to use the media purposefully, because people get into the media because they want to be celebrities, they want to be stars, they want to be known, they want people to see them, they want people to know them, they want to have followers on social media, they want the endorsement, they want the glamorous life. But no, I am saying today that we must first find a problem to solve, and I'll go into my story in a moment. But how do we use the media for change? The print media is very, very crucial. These are all the various avenues of using the media, but we all know this already, but we can also build on this. But they're not the exclusive ways of using the media. Print media is something that is fast going away. However, now we need to start writing. You see, there are lots of stories we've lost in the past because our families, our parents were not writing. So many history, so many experiences and practices of our people that we have lost because people are not writing. As simple as it sounds, there are basic things Africa does and can do to show the world solutions to problems that Africa has, but have refused to document, that we can get people to begin to use that. You see, print media is not just about newspapers. It's about writing, down stories. We all hear when the pandemic started, many universities across the world were looking for solutions, herbal solutions on how to find a vaccine. Africa is the root of most of these herbs, but unfortunately, we have not had the practice of documenting the I'm looking for the word right now. We've not been able to document the potency. That's the word. The potency of many of our herbs. So Africa was not able to tell the world the solutions we had for COVID-19. That's why we say there's a problem. That's a problem that somebody needs to document. There's a woman right now that actually helps, that massages my mother's body every twice a week. And the way she does that massage, she touches some places that my mother, who has had different masseuses for many, many years, this woman is different. All the issues, my mother used to take drugs for high blood pressure, high blood, so many medication for different things. But when this woman started on her body, my mother has stopped taking most of the drugs. Why? Because this woman was knowledgeable. So I confronted this woman. I said, this thing that you have, this information that you have you documented it? She said, well, she's teaching her daughter. I was like, well, it's beyond teaching your daughter. Somebody needs to sit down and document these practices, because when you document it, you spread it. We have a document. People begin to learn these practices. And these are practices we can actually export to the world. I can give you a global platform. So it's not about print media. It's about you documenting. Find a problem, a solution, and be able to document it and use the media to project it. These are things that people need to begin to write, because Africa has there's a problem here, but we also have the solution within Africa to solve these problems. Electronic media. This is a major tool many people have. When I was younger, it was just the television. But now we have multiple electronic platforms. We have the internet. Everybody's online. I know everybody right now is using the internet as an opportunity, as a platform, which is great. You might start small, but the most important thing is consistency. And I'll come to that in a minute, because your view started when nobody knew us and we were consistent. So electronic media is great. Imagine if this woman who is massaging my mother put together a video on how she's doing it, getting people to learn how many followers she'll get, how many solutions she'll provide, and how she will to project, and even monetize this for herself in the future. We must use social media appropriately. We must also develop content. You see, as I said, first identify a problem, find the solution, and then begin to develop a content to project and solve that problem. These are the ways we can use the media to change perspective, to change even our businesses. So we must document all these experiences that we have. Now, let me share the Your View brand with you. Your View started 2013. And when Your View started, we were showing on Television Continental at the time, and we're a terrestrial station. We weren't on DSTV. Nobody knew who we were. So we had a fantastic show that nobody was watching. That was in the beginning. When DSTV, we kept begging the management at the time to please get us on DSTV. And they said, listen, it's too expensive. DSTV is doing they did a lot of meetings to see if we get us on DSTV. It wasn't coming through. But I was almost giving up. A few people that I had on that show gave up on the show because they felt the show did not have a platform. They were doing this great show, but nobody was watching them. When they tell people, oh, I'm on TV, I'm on Your View, and I'm like, oh, really? Which program is that one? Where is that one? Is it TVC? Yeah, what's TVC again? Where are they? Where are they on DSTV? Nobody knew who we were. But you see, I wasn't doing that program because I wanted to be popular. I wasn't on the show because I wanted to be a celebrity. I was on the show because I had a mandate to be a change, to reorientate perception, to get women who are regular women to speak and have a voice. That was the vision. It was very clear. So I didn't care even if nobody was watching me, if I was winking in the dark. I didn't care. People left that show simply because they felt nobody was listening to us. But I was there. I stayed put. I didn't care if nobody was watching Your View. It was very clear to me that I'm here because I know there's this, and we're trying to provide a solution. We want women to have a voice. We want to show that women can actually have an opinion on social issues. We want to reorientate the mentality of people. So we, in the beginning, we did not care if nobody was watching us. I stayed true to the vision of that program. Secondly, the task. The task was very clear. Get non-celebrities. I wanted women who had an opinion. We were very clear on what we wanted to do. And even though we didn't, at that time, the Facebook was not that very prominent, social media definitely was not as prominent as it is now. We didn't have anybody, but we made sure everybody on that team was clear on what our brief was. We were not trying to be celebrities. When people came to us and brought opportunities for getting big, build on the billboards, I said, no, we must build ground up. We don't want you to throw us out there in the open and let everybody see us. And people say, oh, really? Is that the women's program? No. We want to be able to gradually build organically. And that's what we did. So when the opportunity came for us to get on DSTV, we had already built enough ammunition to be able to project ourselves as role models. So at the time DSTV came and people started knowing who we were, we had enough experience on terrestrial channel, which we didn't have a lot of viewers at the time. And when people started seeing us on DSTV, it was much easier to identify with us. So the opportunities will always come if you stay true. If you stay true to what you've been called to do. You must stay true to that objective. You must stay true to the mission and the vision that God has given to you. And that's what we did. Our growth then began to come because then people had seen that we had put in the views, and you will not believe it. Right now, as I speak to you, TVC, your view is watched over 2 million videos across. That's of course within Nigeria. We are unable to account for those watching us outside the country. Only within Nigeria, we have an estimate of almost 2 million viewers per day on that show. We didn't have that in the beginning. Now, connecting that to the global opportunities that we're talking about. As I speak to you right now, we are getting offers. Now, we're not getting offers because we are stars. We're getting offers because we have built ground up. We're getting offers from international platforms because people have seen us as the voice of women in Nigeria. People have seen us as the voice for moral values. People have seen us as a voice for role models. People have seen us for a voice for women to speak and express their views. So we built ground up. It was important for me to set that foundation, that everything we build must be based on values. What is your business value? What are you building your business on? What are you building that which you do on? That foundation is extremely important because that's what's going to project. That's what the world's going to come and look for. You see, people engage not so much with your products, but with the relationship they have with the person having that product. So yes, they like what you do, they like what your offer is, but if they have a connection with you, they're more likely to come and work with you. And that's what Your View has built. Your View has built a reputation for likable women. Your View has built a reputation for women that are just like you. They're just like women out there, the regular women on the streets. We try really hard not to have these airs around us. We are regular women. So that is what that show stands for. And that's what has put us on a platform, on that platform to go global, to go to different countries and to begin to be getting international recognition. Your View is still growing. We're not there. We're just 8 years old. We're going to be 8 years old in May. But the truth is, the strength of that show has begun to be such that it's impacting many, many homes and family across the world. And that's one feat that would have never been able to achieve if we didn't get our values right from the beginning. Now, my advice now because I really want this conversation to be very interactive. I don't like to be talking at people. My advice, therefore, in this conversation is that we must be very clear on values. I spent a lot of time on values because I believe that one of the issues we have in Africa is we have poor values. Though inherently we have real moral values. That's what we're built in. But unfortunately, we've allowed external forces to influence us. So we need to go back to the basics. We need to go back to that beginning of who we are as Africans, who we are as Nigerians, to bring down those values that we all grew up with. It's important to have values that you're willing to defend no matter where you are. These are the values that we must begin to project internationally. Also, number 2, understand the power you have and be responsible with your influence. One of the issues we've had in the media is that there's been lots of irresponsible journalism, irresponsible broadcasters, irresponsible influencers who go out and influence negatively. We need people who are able to influence positively, because that's the only way we can get that global attention. Is it somebody was telling me the other day that a lot of people who have societies that the morals of the people have deteriorated can never really be known for anything good. You see, once we build the moral value of our country, people begin to project the positivity in our society. People begin to see us beyond what the world had defined us to be. It's important that we come back to what exactly are we projecting to the world? Who are we as a people, and what are we going to be saying to the world? Also, please don't be in a hurry to be famous. Fame needs maturity of the mind. If you rush up, you rush crashing down. And is that anything that's made your view different is that we are real. We are extremely real in every area that we do. We ensure that we do not add any worldly views or fakeness to us. We ensure that what we are is who we are, and what you see is what you see. And this is so crucial. Now, let me bring this all back into the global opportunities, because the truth is that if we've been able to identify media as a tool that we can use to look for global opportunities, the first thing we need to do is ensure that our message to the world is based on values. And that is extremely crucial for us. I as an individual, I'm here, and I have the opportunity, because TVC has given me the opportunity to build this platform. As a person, I'm building my own platform individually, but TVC has given us a global platform. But you know what? TVC didn't start out like that. TVC wasn't a global brand. TVC was actually just a local terrestrial station. But the opportunity came. And when that opportunity came, we were prepared for it. And it was based on that we began to grow. Now, what's going on with my... I'm having trouble. Okay, am I still there? I'm having... Hello, can you still hear me? I feel like I'm talking to myself. Hello? Okay, let me just go ahead. Okay, I can see your mobile. You're good?
Yes, you're good. We can hear you. Okay, let me tell you how to pronounce my name, because that was the first offense. The day I came to your program, you could not pronounce my name very well. So probably I should fertility. What do you say?
You didn't get my name right either. No one.
Oh.
Abby Brown, not Brown.
Okay. So this is how to pronounce my name.
Okay.
Omobabiri.
Oh.
I knew that you didn't actually think towards that place. So it's just like a princess.
Oh,
so
my
it's the Yoruba version of princess, Omobabiri.
Oh my goodness, that was a beautiful name. Oh my goodness, I wish I had given me. Oh.
Okay, so thank you. We are enjoying your session, and you are live. You're live on YouTube. You are live on our 2 Facebook platforms, so you are good to go. Okay.
So I mean, really, my presentation is actually almost done, but I really want to get into the Q&A of this. So, in a nutshell, and I always like to share my experience when I started Your View, and even not when I started my media career. So I always share this testimony because it's important for people to know that I didn't just drop on Your View. There was a growth process, and the experiences I am seeing today is based on somebody who has gone through the foundational process. It didn't just happen to me. So you cannot become a global brand if you're not well grounded in your source. It's extremely important. You cannot become a global brand if you're not well grounded in your source. And what was my source? My source was God. It was very clear from the beginning what I wanted to do. I was initially confused, just like every other person. I was very, very down. I was depressed. I was suicidal. There was a day I just left my house. I just started walking away. I didn't care if the car hits me. I didn't really care. I just kept walking away. It was somebody's horn that really woke me up. And I started walking right back home. And I went home and I cried and cried and cried. And I was doing that cry that I spoke to God, and God then told me, mention, I just heard High TV in my head. HITV. I wasn't even sure what that was. So when I went to church the next time, somebody was just telling me, oh, there's a company called High TV. They just started. And I'm like, really? No. I had that name in my dream. I said, oh, really? Yeah. So I'm working with them already. And if you're interested, you can, if they're looking for someone. I said, for real? I now took the address of that company just because I heard it in my prayers. I went there. I didn't have an appointment with the CEO. I went there. I told the security guard, please, I have an appointment. He said, sorry, madam. He called the assistant. The assistant came downstairs, saw me, said, madam, sorry, I don't have your name registered. I said, madam, please sit down. I don't have an appointment. But I heard this company in my prayer. All you have to do is give this my CVO to your boss. That's all I just put, because I believe God will do the rest. That same day, I had another interview somewhere called Insight Communications. I'll never forget it. And so I left that High TV and I went to Insight for my 2 p.m. interview. When I got there, the person who was about to interview me was on the phone. While he was talking on his own phone, my own phone rang. And it was the CEO of High TV that called me and said, Mariah, I saw I've just seen your CV, starts January 10th. And that's how my journey into the media started. And I got the job. Even after getting the job, the HR person put me to be working in admin. I wanted to be a content creator. That's what I wanted to be. I wanted to develop programs. Now she put me in admin to be talking to the bricklayers, because at that time the company was trying to move to a new site. So she said, okay, this one MD just brought one girl like this. So auntie, go and sit down with the bricklayers and the carpenters. Go there, and that's where you be giving me reports on what they're doing. Unfortunately for the HR, that's where I was meeting the CEO almost every other day, because he was very interested in the new project. And him seeing me there every day got me closer to the CEO. And he realized that I was worth much more than where I was put. So when the opportunity came, when somebody in the creative department and the programs department resigned, he said, oh, Mariah, I think you can do this job. Go ahead. And that's how I got my first job in television and producing the content. And so that was how gradually I got into the content mix. I had an opportunity to travel with my boss sometimes. The CEO of TVC then met me, and within that, then TVC was just another station. And a year or so later, when High TV finally went down, the CEO then asked for my CEO to please, he wants to talk to Mariah, he wants to hire me. And it was his permission that I came to TVC. And that's how it happened. And that's how my journey. And of course, when I was having that conversation at TVC, I said, listen, I have a TV show that I want to do. It's called, and I would like to have the opportunity to do it. And they say, oh, sure, no problem. You can have your show. It's not a big deal, as long as you've agreed to come and be the deputy director for us. And that's how the journey started. You see, I'm sharing this with you. There'll be times for sacrifice. There'll be times when you cry. There'll be times when you have nothing. But you must always be ready to do the groundwork. If I had told the HR person, sorry, I'm a content person, I came here because I came for television, I didn't come here to be an admin officer, I would have lost the opportunity, because I was made to go and work as an admin officer. I didn't object. I went there, even against my own wish, because I knew I was where God asked me to be. He told me, I had High TV in my prayers. So because I knew I was where God wanted me to be, I don't even care. Make me security guard, say I'm ready to take it. Make me receptionist, I'll take it, because this is where God told me to come. Wherever you put me, I am here. That was my source. And gradually, consistently, painstakingly, we've gone through that process. The show wasn't fantastic. The set was horrible. Even me, when I created this show, I didn't have enough confidence to host the show. I didn't have it. In fact, I got somebody else who I used to work in High TV. I brought her to come and host the show. I said, please be my host for this show. I cannot handle it. because I'm the daughter of the activist. I want to speak my voice. I wanted to have an opinion. She did the show. 3 months later, she said, listen, I want to move on to other things. And it was at that point, the producer of the show then said, Mariah, you're going to throw your head in this because this is your show. And that's how I started hosting the show. Whoever even knew at the time that hosting the show was going to be a big deal. Honestly, I never thought it was a big deal. In fact, I thought it was a slave master's work because I want to express my opinion. But as a moderator, you don't get to speak. You're only moderating. But eventually, that was what has brought me out and projected me. So the point is, you want to be a global brand, great. But you must first be clear on your values. You must first connect to a source. It's from that growth that he now begins to give you that opportunity to become a global brand. You cannot become a global brand if you are not well grounded in what I've said your source is. You must know exactly what you've been called to do and stay on it, no matter how hard it is, no matter how long it takes. If you stay on it, gradually, God himself, the source himself, will begin to expose you to that global opportunity. So on that note, I'd like to wrap up and say thank you very much. And I hope you've been able to learn one or two things from my own experiences. I know that being a global brand is a great idea, but it can only be done when it is done with fantastic, great, God-given foundation. Thank you.
Wow. This was fantastic. This was wonderful. And thank you so much. You just conclude saying you're not sure if we learned one or two. We learned a lot. I'm telling you, we learned a lot. And thank you so much, really. Mrs. Brown, I really liked the way you structured your presentation. And this is a really, when you mentioned specifically on the issue of being real, being consistent, but also have values so that you're not going there and here you know where you are standing. Thank you so much. I have one or two questions for you. But also I want to mention where you really emphasize that we should not be hurry to be famous. But our generation, we have a problem of patience. We really want things now. And that's why you will see people starting something, it does not work because they cannot be patient, they start another thing. What is one or two advice you can give to mostly young people on the issue of really be patient and focus?
All right. I always tell people, you must know the why. Why am I doing this? Not the why that you want people to hear, the fancy whys. You must really go back in your mind. Sit down between you, yourself, and I. Why am I doing this? What is my why? If you can genuinely ask yourself and answer that question, why am I doing this? I was very clear. The reason I was doing Your View was because I had watched television shows and I realized that only men were sharing their views on politics. Only men were talking about this happened, though, the president did this, or that happened, there's bad roads, there's bad. Only men were talking on television. You can hardly find women. And I'm thinking, we are the gatekeepers. We are women. We also have a stake in this community. We also have a stake in this country. We have views politically. Women also have a stake because we buy from this, we survive in this same country. So because of that, I wanted to bring women together to come and share their views. Let people see that we also have an opinion. It might not be politically correct, but it's our view and we must be respected. So when I was clear on that, and I knew that we're doing that, even if though we were not famous, because we stayed on that course of sharing our views undiluted, the fame came by itself. So what I could tell to young people, being famous is great, but it comes with maturity. There are lots of people who are famous today. Unfortunately, they threw that fame away by some mistake or something they were able to. I mean, recently I made a mistake a few years ago when I said something on television that caused this major uproar. But because I was mature enough, I could confidently apologize on television because it was the right thing to do. How many people have that maturity to make that kind of decision to do that? No. They think, oh, I've done it, I've moved on. The truth is, fame is great, but it needs a lot of maturity. And that maturity can only come after you are very clear on why you're there, and you've had a lot of experiences to give you and to get you ready for the various landmarks of your career. So my advice to young people is know your why, stay by your why, and as long as you're doing exactly what you're called to do, the fame will come. But you must not, you cannot rush it. You cannot rush it, because many who have rushed it, we see them today, some of them are a shadow of themselves. Even if they rush it there, but half the time they are unable to stay there. You see, we must also identify the role models we want to be like. The role models I see, I mean, I'm very clear on who my role models are. I'm not even, in fact, I know exactly who I look up to. And those are the people I watch, and I see how they take decisions, what they say, how they say it, what they do. And those are the kind of people we must follow.
Thank you so much. I was just reading some comment on from people who are following us. We have audience from the Facebook page. We have also from the YouTube, and they say, Fendi Petra says, so thank you so much, ma'am. And then Wisdom Kwashi Mesha in Ghana says, wow, what an amazing presentation. Thank you very much. And then Osai Sophia from Nigeria says, you must know your why. Blessing Ododo Inoki, we must use social media appropriately. And then there's Jamila Memudi who sent you, I can't count how many hearts she sent to you saying they love your content. Hope Awesome, love you, ma'am. Wow. This is, if from the Facebook, from the side of YouTube, you can see really how you have really impacted people. Kemisola Adeyemo says, very impactful, much appreciated, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I know maybe the last comment says, Chuku, peace. If you want to be a global brand, great. But you first know your vision and mission and stay on it, and God himself will make you great. I think I'm not mistaken if I can say your audience, the class was really listening. You can see that people have been following. And I don't think we don't have much time. I would want to invite the convener, and also as she also thank you on her side, if she could also advise what is on for tomorrow. Tomorrow we have two sessions again, but really I would want you to tell our audience what is it on for tomorrow. And for me, thank you so much. I will be in the background tomorrow, watching also with other audience members.
Thank you very much, Joseph. Can you hear me? Thank you very much for that moderation. Thank you, Madam Burayo. Thank you so much for that wonderful presentation. You did justice to that presentation. We are supposed to have questions from people, but the way it is now, I think you even over-delivered. I'm not sure anybody has any question. But personally, probably I will be asking the question on their behalf. Now, you know, there's this concern I have recently about this issue of role model that you mentioned. You know, a lot of people just jump on social media and just pick someone as their role model, and they start looking, just like you said, you know, the people you want as a role model, you have a very clear specification of who they should be and who they are. And the same for me. I don't just jump on people and say, oh, you're my role model, you're my role model, or this, because, you know, role modeling and mentorship goes a long way. It's so deep. You know, when you say someone is your role model, it's like whatever they say you do Whatever they do, you do. It's just like a child watching the parents, and it is whatever the parents is doing, the child will also replicate. Now, I want you to say a bit about the issue of our youth just jumping on social media, picking anyone, because we have so many celebrities, just like you mentioned now, that they are not even close to any role model. And we see a lot of our youth making them their role model. They are the one they are following, and the cycle keep going on and on and on. So what can you say around that, about our youth picking, just jumping on social media to pick anyone as their role model?
Well, the truth is, you see, there's really little we can do about that, because the truth is that everything we are is from our family, where we come from. That you cannot stop people from being who they want to be. The negative role models will be out there, whether we like it or not. You can bring all the police in the world to stop young people from following XYZ, but they will follow them because young people are curious. They want excitement. They want those kind of things attract them, and there's nothing wrong in that. But see, what is important is that a child must be able to know right from wrong. Must be able to see those people and say, you know what, I don't want to. So it goes back to how we are raising our children. We shouldn't wait till children are all thumbed up before we start showing them what role modeling looks like. When they have the right foundation, I went to America when I was 15 years old. In fact, when I first got to America, I was excited. Finally, free at last. Yes, where is it? Where's all the wahala? All the scene they told me not to see it. I went clubbing, I went partying, I drank, even myself and my party, then because we had freedom. We saw all the naked people, when I was 21, my friends took me to a strip club. I was in a strip club because you're in the US. It's all around you. It's not a sane society. So the truth is, based on the foundation I have, I was able to snap out of it and say, you know what? That's it. This is the limit. I can't go farther than this. You must know where to stop. So we have to, these conversations we have on role models should start when they are younger, when they have a good foundation, so that they can know how to choose. Because I don't like it when people say, oh, don't, like, why you criticizing this person? If Bobrisky wants to be Bobrisky, let the Bobrisky be Bobrisky, they billion Bobriskys. Bobrisky come on, billion, it's okay. He's a free agent. He's a citizen. He must do what he wants to do because the Constitution guarantees him freedom.
Do you? It's as if you're speaking my mind. Because that was what I was discussing on our WhatsApp status today. My youth's responsibility not to follow a Bobrisky. My own job is to make sure that you see a Bobrisky, see her from afar, see him from afar, respect him for who he is, but choose not to go in the line. Simple. So we can't say, stop posting this, they will post it. There is naked people, all these bloggers, let them be irresponsible. There's nothing you can do about that. We must know how to make the choice of right and wrong. It's black or white. We choose. There's no middle ground. And that's what we need to start raising young people to do. Know how to choose and choose right. And if you choose wrong, own it. Thank you so much. You did just, it's like you are reading my mind, because between yesterday and today, I was still discussing this issue of the fact that do people even know that we now have more cross-dressers coming out every day? And it's somehow worrisome. Sometimes when I go to Instagram and I see a new person coming up, I'm like, it's like this thing is getting too much. But just like you said bluntly, we do not have the right, or we don't have the power to tell people this is how they should live their life. But we have the power to choose who we want to follow based on our family background, our family values. And if you're watching us today, you're a parent, this is a challenge to every one of us out there. Groom your children so that by the time they get there, you don't even have to tell them, follow this person or don't follow this person. Just like our guest has rightly said, they already know who to follow because the value system is already solid and already sound. Thank you so much. Personally, I got a lot of value from your presentation, and I'm very sure people out there too got a lot of value from your presentation. So we're going to be releasing you, and of course I'll get back to you to send my greetings. Thank you so much. Our warm regards to your family. People have been sending their comments. I'll do some screenshots and send to you just to know how much we appreciated you today. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So probably some other time when I come to Nigeria, I will say hi just to show that we are really grateful and we appreciate you. God bless you, and you have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Omobabiri, thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much, madam. Wow, 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 wow. That was an amazing session. If you're on my WhatsApp, you will know exactly, like, you would think probably I had a meeting with her, or probably I had some conversations with her before today, because you know a lot of things are going on out there, and I want to also believe that you agree with me. She actually did justice to her presentation. So, and this, on this note, we are going to be bringing today's session to a close. Thank you so much, Joseph Elipson from Joburg, South Africa. I am streaming live from the city of Abidjan in Cote d'Ivoire. And on behalf of my team member, on behalf of all the admin of Facebook, of our Facebook group, coached by Omobabiri, on behalf of the volunteers, the graphic designers, the content creators, everyone that's contributed to the success of this event, we want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to be meeting tomorrow for another amazing session, the same way we had it today, morning session and evening session. We're going to be meeting tomorrow again by 10 a.m. And we are going to be having the almighty John Obidi. Who else is excited? Yeah. We're going to be having the almighty John Obidi tomorrow. We're going to be having the almighty Joyce Daniels. We're going to be having the almighty Bayo Adeyinka. If you know Bayo Adeyinka on Facebook, on Twitter, you will know that this summit is not something you even want to miss at all. For people that are looking for a job, for people that are tired, they want to change their job, they want to get promotion. Promotion is not coming, you know. He's going to, Bayo Adeyinka is a career coach for over 20 years. And you know, he's a mentor, he's a leader, and he has been in this for a very long time. So he's going to be telling you how you can get your dream job in a saturated market, labor market. And of course, Joyce Daniels, the public speaking queen, she's going to be talking about how you can monetize your public speaking skills and talents. And of course, the almighty John Obidi is going to be talking about how you can monetize your skill and talent and convert it into digital products. And in the evening tomorrow, we are going to be having two giant influencers from LinkedIn. In fact, tomorrow evening, if you are someone that has always wanted to leverage LinkedIn, tomorrow evening is for you. Wherever Owambe, whichever Owambe that you have gone to, make sure you come back home. Like, I don't even know how to explain this. Dupe Akishiu is a giant, just like we have John Obidi ruling on Facebook. We also have Dupe Akishiu on LinkedIn, ruling and killing it big time on LinkedIn. We also have Christabel Ikpen. Christabel Ikpen is also a big fish on LinkedIn. So anything that has to do with LinkedIn, career, job, profession, anything that has to do with that area, tomorrow is tomorrow. So I want to say a very big thank you to everyone who joined this live broadcast. Please, we are going to be sharing the nuggets from this training or from this summit. If you see any of this nuggets, please help us share. You will not pay, it's free. Just click on the share button. Just help us share. Let more people see it. Just like you're getting value, let more people also come around to get value. Okay, during my session, I talked about the OpenX. A lot of people have been sending messages to me on WhatsApp that they want to know more about the OpenX training. In fact, if you even follow Moriah too, you will also discover that Moriah even says so many things like the global opportunity. She was talking about be ready for global opportunity, go for global opportunity, leave your comfort zone. There's so many things that will not come to meet you where you're sitting. You need to go out there and get them. You know, the job she's doing today, where she is today, did not come and meet her in her house. She had to leave her house, go for the gold, and she got it. And now today, can you see how much she has been able to achieve in a space of 8 years? She's an international speaker. She said more than 2 million people are watching her all over the world. So you can leverage the TEDx platform. TEDx platform, just like I told you, I'm an organizer. I have organized successfully a TEDx event. I have successfully seen This is TEDx Benjerville cap. Can you see it? This is one of the souvenirs we distributed during our event. I have the t-shirt too. I have the notepad. I have the bag. We have so many things coming from. Probably I should even put on my cap. So TEDx platform is one of the biggest and the most reputable platform you can leverage on the international space. And I have a course around that is going to teach you how you can get TEDx speaking engagements if you love to be a TEDx speaker. But if you think you don't want to be a TEDx speaker, you want to be a big fish like me, TEDx organizer, we are going to do everything. I'm going to teach you how to apply, how to put up things you have to put in your application that will not make them to reject you, because it's not automatic. That's the truth. It's not automatic. You have to apply. Your application will spend 3 months with them before they approve it. So if you send any kind, I told you the other time that I bought a course that taught me all those things. So I'm also putting together a course, and the name of the course is OpenX. We've already had a training, cohort one training. We finished maybe some 3 weeks ago. We finished. So we are going to be starting the cohort 2 training in the middle of May 15th to be precise. So you will see the information on your screen, how to register. You go to bit.ly/OpenX webinar. That is where you will get the registration detail. Everything you will learn, everything you need to know about that OpenX program is right there. For people who want to become TEDx speakers and organizers. How did you think I get Morayo? How did you think I get John Obidi here? How did you think I get all these people? Is because I have the key, I have the influence, I have the credibility, I have the power. Being a TEDx organizer is not a joke. It's not a joke. I have people I meet with on a monthly basis from all over the world, from all across the world. We do meetings, we have a lot of things we do in common. So guys, you don't want to sleep on this. The registration is going to close on the 30th of April. 30th of April, the registration is going to close. By the way, next week Sunday is my birthday. Hey, May 2nd. Okay, so we are done for today. But before we go, I would like to play the video for that OpenX so that you will have an idea of what I'm talking about. And right after that, we are going to call it a day.
Would you like to be a TEDx speaker or organizer in 2021? Pay attention to what you stand to gain. It's time you stopped playing the local game. It's time you go global. Start leveraging on international platforms. When you speak on international platforms, especially the TEDx stage, you become the go-to expert with more leads, more sales, more credibility, more exposure, more influence, and of course, more money. But it's not just about money and fame. TEDx is about being on stage, connecting with people in a real way, sharing new ideas, and making the world a better place. TEDx gives your brand more exposure and more visibility, and you can get seen, get paid, and get heard. Introducing OpenX, the organizer TEDx Benjerville or Mababirin Adeola Oshidekon, an international speaker with over 5 years experience in public speaking, is ready to hold you by the hand and take you through the journey. In this program, you will learn how to become a TEDx speaker, how to apply and become a TEDx organizer, how to get more international speaking invitations, how to organize international events and source for speakers and sponsorships. Webinar fee costs only 9,999 naira. See the testimonials from cohort 1 and hurry now to register, as registration is open for cohort 2 at bit.ly/OpenX webinar. Registration closes April 30th, 2021. Please note that you can take the webinar at your convenient time.
So thank you, everyone. Just go to that website, bit.ly/OpenX webinar. Go there, register, and I'll see you all tomorrow by the grace of God. You don't want to miss tomorrow's session. No, you don't even want to miss it. Wherever you have, take your headphone, plug your headphone on the road, in the car, anywhere you go, just, keep following us. I'll see you all tomorrow by the grace of God. Good night, and God bless you.
Coached by Omobabirin presents 9 speakers, 9 topics, 1 platform, the Global Brand Summit. Featuring career, entrepreneurship, leadership, personal development. Meet the speakers. Roach Mamabolo, founder, the Laura Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship. Joyce Daniels, social engineering practitioner. Dugbe Akiseun, talent development and management professional. John Obidi, new media consultant and founder, Head Start Africa. Morayo Brown, media content creator, convener and anchor Your View. Christabel Ikben, CEO, Christabel Ikben Consulting Limited. Bayo Adenka, author, 30 career lessons I learned along the way. Staliana Abobu Kesta, founder, principal partner, Kate CEO Nigeria, and Omobabirin Adeola Oshideko, convener, the Global Brand Summit. Schedule, date 23rd to 24th April 2021. Time, morning section 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. and evening section 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Venue will be disclosed to only registered participants. Sign up now at bit.ly/the Global Brand Summit for free.